Good morning, everyone. Welcome to AM Sports here with me, Muftau Nabila Abd. Like day 2 of the track and field events in the ongoing African Games came to a conclusion at the University of Ghana Sports Stadium. And we were at the facility and we have details of what Ghanaians' performances were like at the races. Day 2 of track and field came to a conclusion at the Lagos Stadium. It was a day Ghana was hoping probably win not less than 4 medals because the men had finished, had secured a place in the final of the men's 100 meters. The country's record holder when it comes to 100 meters, Benjamin Azamati, was the hope of Ghanaians who thronged to the Lagos Sports Stadium to witness the races. And also, Barnabas Age, he was part of the race for the men's 100 meters final. For the women's division, Mary Boache, she was also in there. And there was the 10,000 meters as well as the women's high jump. However, Benjamin Azamati, Barnabas Age, and Mary Boache were unsuccessful in their attempts to win medals for Ghana in the sprints. And when it came to the 10,000 meters, William Amponsa, unfortunately, was also unsuccessful in their attempts to get a medal for Ghana. But in the women's high jump, the record holder, Rose Yeboah, she was able to defend the gold medal she won 5 years ago as she did a jump of 1.90 meters, which guaranteed her a gold medal because the second place was 1.81 meters. However, Rose Yeboah has not been able to qualify for the Olympic Games because for the Olympic Games qualification standard, athletes need to do 1.97 meters to stand a chance of qualifying to Paris 2024. So Rose Yeboah won gold, but unfortunately she's not going to the Olympic Games. In the women's 4x100 relay, Ghana finished first. In the men's 4x100 relay, Ghana finished first. These are races that many Ghanaians are quite hopeful that medals will be coming from that area. There's also John Ampoma who will be in there for the javelin. And this clearly brings us to the point where many people would be here at the Lagos Sports Stadium hoping, just hoping, to see that the country win medals in this year's African Games. Guess what? The crowd here on Tuesday night was magnificent, one of a kind. I saw the Chief of Staff, I saw the Minister of Youth and Sport, I saw all the dignitaries, and the crowd, the stadium, was almost full to capacity. Maybe during the final of the 4x100 meters relay, you might not get a seat here at the Lagos Sports Stadium to witness the field and track events in this year's African Games. Muftau Nabila Abdullah for George Sports. And just a quick one on Rose Yeboah, and also there's a possibility that she could still be going to the to the Olympic Games because she is Africa's champion, and there's always a window for continental champions to qualify for the Olympic Games. She's not been able to qualify through the African Games, but there's a possibility that she could be going by virtue of being African champion. Well, I did mention that one of the athletes Ghanaians were bumping our hopes on was Benjamin Azamati in the 100 meters. Unfortunately, he was unsuccessful in his attempts to win a gold medal or even just lay his hand on a medal in the games as he finished fifth in the 100 meters final. He says he expects more from himself, so he's not so frustrated by the expectations that were on him. According to him, he understands the criticism that he's received so far.
You know, having like the whole nation on your shoulders and having to represent them very, very well brings a lot of pressure on you. But I've always seen pressure as me performing better because, of course, I think Ghanaians, or I believe Ghanaians wish me well. They want me to do well. That is why when it doesn't come out the way they want it, they get mad about it. But I'm a fan. I'm a fan of football. And I also get mad when players don't play well. So I really understand that. I really understand the criticism and everything. And I accept it, I take it, I don't get mad about it. It's normal, it happens. But I've always said one thing to myself, that whatever that the fans want, I believe that I want more for myself. And as much as they are disappointed, I'm more disappointed. I just have to work on myself, work harder to be able to make them excited, to be able to make them proud.
Talk to me. I noticed that in the last 20 meters of the 100 meters, it appeared you pulled up, but you were still able to psych up yourself for the 4x1.
Yeah, I mean, I think we've prepared ourselves for times like this. There are still ups and downs, and champions never give up. So regardless of whatever that is going to happen in my career, as much as it happened in front of the home crowd, people will think it's really going to break me down. But I got a whole team that was depending on me. The other 3 guys was depending on me, wanted me to run it, wanted us to do well, and I had at the back of my mind we had to defend our title as well. So came here, psyched myself up, talked to my coach Elum, gingered me for me to go into the relay and just go do well and let's qualify to the final.
Now let's hear from Coach Elum, who's been speaking about the race. He says Benjamin Azamati did very well in the 100 meters final.
Me, I think it's a good race. He ran a good race in the heat. You know, the heat is just about qualifying to the next stage. In the semi too, you have to make a time to get to the final. That's finishing first or second to make an auto qualify to the final. And then in the final, I mean, he had a nice in the middle of the race. I don't know if it's a fatigue or something. Then he came fit. But to me, that's his 3rd race, 100 meters of the season, and I would take it as a good race.
He told me how you cycling up for the 4x100 relay. How did he do that?
Well, you know, Ghana, our 4x1 is the side that we have. You realize that anytime they run, they are breaking records. Anytime they run, they always make the nation happy. So when I watched the 100 meters, I was a bit worried. So I rushed down. So I say, are you okay? Are you sure you can make it in the distance? Hey, go out there and make our nation proud because a lot of people want to see you run and they are depending on you for today.
We saw a huge crowd. Huge. It means that expectations are
high. That was lovely. And then when I was hearing Ghana was saying, you know, that was so lovely. And I really didn't know people actually love track and field like this. And like, to my utmost surprise, like, you know, even after the ladies run and everything, like you see the wave going on and all those things, that was lovely to watch.
But it is lovely to watch, but it comes with some level of expectation. So you and your athletes.
Well, you see, really it's very technical. 2019, everybody was expecting Nigeria to win, and Ghana beat them anyway. But you know, we don't want to depend on history. Yeah. We don't want to depend on history. We want to depend on what we have today.
Now, let's move on and hear from Paul Amo. He anchored the relay team to finish first. And he's been speaking ahead of the final. He says there's pressure, but the pressure is quite positive.
Amazing. That was good competition. I love the crowd, so we're hoping they come back tomorrow in their numbers and then give us the support that we need here.
2019, you won gold. Yeah. Expectations are that you defend that title.
Our goal is to defend the title and possibly run faster than we did. Race, even 4x1 finals, no, near 200 hits, near race by race.
Okay, the final one just before I'll let you go. There are many Ghanaians who are so excited because for many years they see you run on television. Finally, they see you live. What message you have to give to Ghanaians?
It's amazing. I'm also happy to see them. And I was anticipating a crowd like this, and coming out there after the call room to see them like that, it was just an amazing feeling to run in front of the home crowd. Yeah.
But did that put pressure on you?
Good pressure. I like it.
And the 4x100 meters men's relay will be happening at 6:35 p.m. tonight, and you would want to go to the Legon Sports Stadium and throw your weight behind Team Ghana. There's also going to be the 800 meters where Alex Amankwa will be competing. And the women too, their 4x100 would be happening at 6:25. Now, let's hear from Joseph Fambule. He's a Liberian athlete. This is the second time he's coming to Africa. And he's quite excited that he's competing in his first ever continental event.
This is my first time here at the African Games in Accra, Ghana. I'm super excited to be here in Africa. Once again, this is my second year coming to Africa, second year in a row. You know, so I'm really happy to be home.
Yeah, and you just run in the men's 4x1 heat?
We came second in the third heat. Yeah, overall it was Ghana, Nigeria, and then us, I believe.
Yeah.
So, yeah, third overall.
And what are your expectations for the 4x1?
To win. To win. To win.
So you're not scared of Nigeria, Ghana?
No, it was a good crowd. It's a great stadium, great crowd, nice track. You know, there's not much I can really say, you know, but if you don't expect to win, then why are you in the race, you know?
So in the women's 100 meters final, we saw the Liberia team.
Maya came second, yes.
Yeah, and even in the 4x1 women's heats too, Liberia won their heats, finishing ahead of Nigeria. What does that portend for Liberia's team?
That portrays that we are more than just the men's, you know. Last year we didn't have a women's relay. This year we do. So that goes to show that people want to rep their home country more. You know, it's not just about going to the Olympics, it's about the pride. You know, we all wear Liberia on our backs and on our shoulders. You know, so just have them coming out here, have them travel, coming to Accra, putting on for our country,